I'm sorry that Steve's not going to be here. I mean,
yeah, I'm kind of bummed out, man. I mean, it's although it's great that he got the part on Desperate Housewives.
Yeah, I was actually thinking though. I mean, you're such a great impressionist. I don't know if maybe you could do you could do Steve, and then it would be like he and I were interviewing you.
I don't know. That's kind of that's a tough one even for me.
Really? I don't know. I think you could do it. Well, think about like what inspires Steve to be a radio personality. All that. I don't know.
I'm trying it out. How does it? Do I sound like him? No?
I mean, we could work with it. It's like say
Do
more.
I need my voice deeper? Do I need my voice higher? Like, am I Steve yet? Am I Steve yet? Right here?
It's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like, hey,
we'll
feed me more food.
Yeah, let's not do that. We don't need to worry about it.
You've been doing a lot of work. You've been doing stuff for Disney. You've been amping up the Craig Ferguson stuff.
Amping it up.
Big time.
Yeah, man.
People that don't know, Josh is the voice of Jeff Peterson, the robot.
Yes, I am.
Robot sidekick.
Ooh. Who sounds very much like George Takei.
He does, kind of.
Yes, he does. That was in April. Jeff Peterson first appeared on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Peterson was designed and built by Grant Imahara from MythBusters.
Oh, cool.
And Craig had mentioned for months this idea of a robot skeleton army. It's going to be great. We're going to have the robots take over the world.
Craig's here.
And there he is. And so that's what happened. Grant built this robot for him, and then Craig did the voice for about 2 weeks. And the voice sounded like this. Hello, Craig. It is lovely to be here. Now,
so he was talking to himself?
That's right, exactly. And the problem was he knew everything that Jeff was going to say, so there was really no spontaneity. And if you watch the show or know of Craig's work, you know that Craig is very much from the improv background.
Sure.
He loves to improvise. He loves to just fly by the seat of his pants. And so he asked me to do the voice.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I do the voice of Jeff Peterson, and he never knows at any one time what Jeff is going to say.
Okay.
All right.
It's all pre-recorded.
So there's somebody back there that just picks.
Tom Straw, who writes all of the Jeff Peterson lines, is one of the great writers on the show. And he literally operates Jeff Peterson's mouth and head and his arm.
Oh, wow.
That, when hidden, makes him look like he's taking care of some business.
Gotcha. And
Sorry, family-friendly programming. Family-friendly.
And you also play Arnold on the show.
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger?
I mean, I started out, people might know me as Schwarzenegger or De Niro or
Right.
other little characters like I did Frat Guy. Which was one guy. Hey, what's up, man? All right, spring break. That was like my guy. But
Right.
this has really been a real honor for me, and I think one of the biggest things I've done thus far. Because I mean, I'm on the show. My voice is on the show every night.
Yeah.
Nice.
And so I'm really honored to, in a sense, be a co-host on a late night TV show.
Basically, yeah. That's
Technically,
awesome.
Technically.
Absolutely, yeah.
I have to say that I've been following your career for a very long time, and I even came down to Comic-Con to see you as the robot.
Oh wow!
Ah.
I was gonna. I thank you for bringing that up. I was at the CBS booth at Comic-Con this year, just last month, performing
They
Jeff
were
Peterson.
very, very funny.
Did you get to talk to Jeff Peterson?
I did. I waited in line. I have a picture with Jeff.
Wow! Did you leave your number with Jeff? No, that's true.
Are you single?
Why don't we talk after the show about that?
Yeah, I mean, if you guys are Facebook friends, just private message.
Might as well do a little PM if you know what I'm talking about. No, we had Jeff Peterson there, and I got to puppeteer the character.
Okay, I was going to ask how that went down live.
Because Grant Imahara actually built this radio-controlled device that allowed me to speak like Jeff and say, hello, how are you? Nice to meet you. There were hundreds and hundreds of people that lined up to just talk to Jeff Peterson.
Wow.
And you can see this on YouTube. If you just type in Jeff Peterson Comic-Con, there's at least 30 videos of Jeff doing Q&A. And I did it for I think it was 3-hour block.
Wow.
Just talking to people.
And it's spelled Jeff in the odd way, Geoff.
Geoff. It's a great name for a robot.
Yeah, it is.
Well, thank you so much, Julie.
You post a lot of things. Are you doing Family Guy?
I'm actually this girl does follol my work.
Yes.
How about that? I
found you on Twitter because I was one of the the girls that started the Twitter fan page for you for Craig.
Oh yes, there's a bunch of lovely. Crazy girls out there that they're wonderful fans of Craig, and yes, I have been working for Seth MacFarlane. I'm now on the Cleveland Show and several episodes of American Dad. Not for this year, but next year, because they do all this stuff way in advance, and I'm doing
Right.
a lot of impressions on the show. I'm very excited to be part of that group.
And you're doing David Schwimmer and Al Gore and
David
Michael
Schwimmer,
Moore.
Al Gore, Michael Moore. I just did Zac Efron.
I was going to ask you. Now, you started doing Morgan Freeman somewhat into your career at Ferguson's.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
And how did that develop? I know for a while you were trying to get Craig to know about your Freeman.
That's right. That's right.
And
I don't know what you're trying to imply.
Well, I know that when was it the first thing you did as Freeman was the CBS Evening News thing
That was one of the first things. Yes.
Okay.
I had gone on the show and I had pitched my Morgan Freeman.
Hmm.
I said, "Look, I can do this voice, and it's the real deal." And they said, "Well, all right." I said, "No, hold on now. Just a minute now. Hold on, Scott. I know you're ready to say something."
That's all right. I'll cool my jets.
Steve, take that minute. But I said, look, I've been on your show many times, and I'm not gonna stand for this anymore. I need to get paid, and I don't know what he's laughing about.
I'm sorry, Dr. Freeman. I know you don't care for
It's a
Steve.
big mountain of wrong, this man.
No, anyway, I don't know. Listen,
That's what it should say under your photo on our posters, Steve.
big mountain of wrong. I have to say that the Morgan Freeman impression just kind of came out of left field because
It sort of came out of the Robert De Niro impression.
Mm-hmm.
And you're doing Robert De Niro, it's, how you doing? I should talk to you, and then you kind of lose that breathy thing there, and then you sort of bring it down like that, and then it just becomes this thing. Hello, how you doing?
And so that's it. Listen, the writers on the Late Late Show are so generous, and they always want to know what things I'm working on. And it just happened to work out that, I was trying to sell them on this Morgan Freeman thing and other characters, original characters, like the Apostle BG, my preacher character, Holy Ghost power. We're going to keep it clean because it's family-friendly programming. And if you believe that, I got a bridge to show you in Detroit. Yes, I do. But they went for it. So, man, we've been doing like Morgan Freeman's Guide to the World Cup, Morgan Freeman's Guide to the Olympics. Morgan is on the show quite a bit, just as a guest himself.
Yeah.
He's aware of my impression.
Sure.
And he said, oh, well, that could come in handy.
I swear.
We're not even sure what that means, but it's true.
Listen, whatever it means,
Is this Josh Thompson?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm doing all right, but I want to talk. I got a bone to pick with you.
What do you want to talk about?
Oh, I'm just saying, you're on the air and you're doing my stuff.
I know who this is.
Over and
This
over
sounds
again
like
on
De
the
Niro.
YouTube, on the internet.
Is this Robert De Niro?
This is Robert De Niro.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
God,
thought
Mr.
so.
De
Robert
Niro,
De Niro.
Listen, if anything, I've done this out of a tribute to you, sir.
A tribute.
Yeah, tribute, in honor of your great body of work and your mole.
This is how you give a tribute to people, by mocking them.
Are you all right? Have you been hitting the sauce, Bobby?
I've been drinking a little bit.
I can hear a little slurage going on there,
It's
Bobby.
Wednesday night. What can I tell you? It's very late in New York.
Do you think that during the show tonight, anytime you want, that you could chime in with like a Skyler impression as if he's right there in the studio with us? Because I'd be psyched.
I mean, Steve, I don't know. I've done a lot of impressions.
Yeah,
certainly,
you're a master. I would
Morgan
say.
Freeman,
One of my favorites.
Schwarzenegger,
Great.
De Niro.
Love
I ain't
it.
talking to me, but that's a tough one, Skyler.
Well,
I don't know.
Maybe just try to whip something up, and just if you can just think of anything Skyler-esque to do, just throw it in there, and I know he'd get a big kick out of it. I know he would. You want to maybe give it a shot, or?
Hey, I'm Skyler.
Ooh.
Got a radio show. I eat a lot of Subway. I don't know. Is it?
The Subway line's perfect, actually. He does like his Subway, but maybe. I don't know. Really dig into your mind, your memories of Skyler, and you'll come up with something good.
A lot of those memories I can't really say on the air.
Oh.
AM radio, right? I don't know. Is this even close?
It's good-ish.